was about 5 minutes that he was lying, his eyes rolled back in his head and were flicking, and his body was convulsing. They did a few tests, I think we went in for an MRI scan, but they couldn't find anything. He had ECGs and EEGs and nothing. They didn't find anything, and then every week or two, probably 10 to 14 days, he'd have another one, and as the time went by, they got longer, and they went from 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 15, 20, 30, and he'd started on anticonvulsives, but nothing made any difference, and it just carried on getting worse.
I guess we were, it's right to use the word lucky, we were lucky in that our paediatric consultant, who's a really nice guy who supports us loads now, he's seen Dravet in another child, and he had his suspicions, and he was the one who actually sent Toby's bloods away for the Dravet test to see if genetically that's what it was. We walked out of that room numb, didn't we? I don't think we properly, I certainly didn't process what it meant at the time. It's a spectrum disorder, so it could be a whole range of things that he could have. So he might be very autistic, he might be hardly autistic at all, he might run around the field, he might never walk. The biggest impact on Toby at the moment is obviously the seizures, which can be anything from short little jerks right through to, it's not uncommon for Toby to have seizures that last over an hour, which are incredibly serious. A lot of the time when he has a fully tonic-clonic, so a convulsive seizure, he'll stop breathing, so we often have to resuscitate him. Almost on a daily basis there is a threat to his life.
It's scary when he can have a seizure at any time, that if you're out and about, and he does, the practicalities of getting him in a safe place with everything you need, it makes it easier to stay at home, which I think that's hard on him, really, because he doesn't get to experience the same thing as a lot of other children, really.
This is a great example of what's difficult about our life. So even just a trip to the park, which is only 50 yards out the back door, as well as all the normal baby stuff, you've got the buggy, maybe you have a change bag with a bottle and all that kind of stuff in. We carry all this gear with us all the time, because it really is quite literally lifesavers. This in particular, so this is little kind of is a backpack, and it's an oxygen tank with kind of useful stuff in it. So courtesy of the NHS, so we always carry, a full cylinder of oxygen and at least one mask. So when Toby has a seizure, we can give him oxygen really quickly. You don't sleep. You can't sleep, because if you sleep properly, you might wake up to a child who's not with you anymore. And so that's kind of very real for us. So we have monitors on through the night, and I know any new parent will go, that's exactly what we do, but we do it every night, and there is no end in sight. This won't stop when he's a toddler, this won't stop when he's at school, this won't stop ever. We will just have to make sure he's alive.
We have no idea what's going to happen with Toby. We've no idea what's going to happen this evening, never mind next week or next year. Anytime he is good, it's brilliant. And you just make the most of every minute, and you don't take anything for granted. You don't take it for granted that he's going to be around tomorrow, because you don't know.